veces solo una gota puede ser la sequía. ¿Y para qué llorar? ¿Para qué? Si duele una pena su vida. ¿Y para qué sufrir? ¿Para qué? Si así es la vida, ¿para qué vivirla?
Hello, Soulful Sunday family. I'm excited to be here tonight with this amazing band, the REMIX band. Can we start off by, let's get some names here. Your name?
My name is Jamal Bonaparte, vocalist in the Remix band.
I'm Laura Vivas, also a vocalist in the Remix band.
Jason Rosario, vocalist, remix band.
Richard Estime, keyboardist and musical director for the Remix Band.
Awesome. I have a few questions. We're going to do a little interview here. We'll start with, I'm not good at names, but we'll start over here. Jason?
That's Jason.
Jason, okay. Jason, what first got you into music?
Music for me ran in my family since I was really, really young. My mom was a singer in the church, and then my father was also a singer. Never in the church or like in front of others, but his family, my father's side of the family, all of his brothers and sisters were musicians, so that's where it originally started from.
Okay, so you come from a very musical background.
Yes, I do.
All righty. And our next question, Jamal. How would you describe the music that you typically create?
That's kind of a two-sided question. Well, with the band, we do have our own style of performance, very unique performance that we deliver. And we go about that as, one, staying relevant with the music that's popular today, as well as giving a sense of nostalgia to the people in the crowd. You know, we kind of play to our crowd. So how we create our music is normally based on the room we're in, right?
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And your name?
Richard.
Richard. That's
Sir.
easy. All right, Mr. Richard. What is your creative process like?
My creative process, kind of piggybacking off of what Jamal mentioned, is that we're a very synergistic band. And so our presentation varies from night to night because we like to connect with the energy of the room. And so depending on, I know it might sound a little eccentric, but depending on the way the audience reacts, and a lot of times we get requests, sometimes certain rooms prefer a certain style of music predominantly versus others. So we try to incorporate what the energy of the room is based on our repertoire, because our repertoire is pretty extensive, and we try to do our best to give everyone a little bit of everything with our own personal expression of the music. And so that's how we create our performance.
Oh, that's awesome. So to the queen of the group, to the leading lady of the group, what is your favorite song to perform?
That's a hard one. It depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Like if I'm in a dancey mood or I want to kind of work my magic a little bit and captivate, I like doing Drunken Love by Beyonce. That's a very fun crowd pleaser.
Okay.
And depending on how I feel, maybe I'll mix that in with some Adele, Hello, or something like that by Adele. And I also love rock and roll. So I love Separate Ways by Journey. It's one of my favorites. Yeah.
Okay. I also have another question for you. Which famous musician or singer do you admire?
Well, I admire Beyonce. I mean, who doesn't?
Who
She's a queen, man. Because not only is she an amazing artist, performer, but she is a businesswoman. She knows what she wants and she demands it. And you know, she embodies so much strength and beauty and creativity, and she's just amazing. But another one is Mariah Carey, because she was one of my influences as a child, and Toni Braxton.
Awesome singers. I think that's a really good question just to ask everybody. Richard, you want to go ahead and answer that as well?
Well, my favorite song to perform is the song I'm performing.
Okay.
Because one thing
Good answer.
one thing that I've learned to do is I treat every song as if it's my favorite song. And so whether it's a song I personally love, whether it's a song I might be tired of playing because we do so many songs like a million times, it doesn't even matter. When I'm on the stage, I take myself out of the song and put myself back in the song. And then I treat that song like it's my favorite because I can't expect the audience to feel it if I don't feel it. So whatever song I'm playing is my favorite song in that moment.
Amen to that.
That's an awesome answer.
I'm gonna control copy that answer for that one. But the second part of the question, artists I admire. I grew up on Sade, Maxwell, Kenny Lattimore, stuff like that. And then later in my later adolescence, I was music soul child, Dwele, neo soul child. And now anyone that kind of takes that path. I mean, I've always taken after Michael Jackson, MJ, and the greats speak for themselves, right? Prince and stuff like that. So I'm kind of, it's not a narrow road, but I'm focused on my style comes from a small group of famous artists.
I think for me, my musical influence is Stevie Wonder. I really like the fact that he's such an amazing vocalist, but I just feel like not having visually being able to see, he colors so much vocally through his music. Also producer, he's such a great producer as well. And then one of my other favorite influences for production would be Babyface. I think he's such an incredible writer, but also such an incredible vocalist. And in the studio, he's pretty amazing. So
That's awesome. Another question here for Richard. If you could change anything about the industry, what would it be?
Probably the main thing I would change about the music industry is its tendency to be cookie cutter and allowing people, specifically artists, to be more true to their expression of music without feeling confined to copying what's hot right now on the radio or on the charts. Because what happens a lot of times is the record labels feel the need to try to duplicate what's just been successful and what's hot right now. Right. And so many times artists feel like they have to conform to being, a carbon copy of whoever is the big artist or create a sound or recreate a sound that's currently, rising in the charts. So I think the idea of encouraging artists to really be true to their organic expression of how they want to communicate music, I think that'd be the biggest thing that I would change about the industry.
Great. That's awesome.
can I actually add on to that too as well?
Yes.
I miss the actual element of being able to go to a music store and pick up a copy of a CD of your favorite artist. I feel like now with the whole downloading and the streaming the music, it took away that element of the excitement of going back to the music store, picking your favorite album off the shelf, being able to open it and look at the pictures, but also the lyrics. And supporting those artists in a different way, because right now the way that music is downloaded, it just took away that element of supporting your artist in that type of way.
That's true.
I love reading the credits, like who wrote the song, who produced it, who engineered it.
We used to talk about that.
Absolutely.
I remember.
Also, to the queen of the group, what is the best advice you've been given in the music industry?
Stay true to yourself, what we're talking about. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Be authentic. Be vulnerable, and know that your music, whatever you put out there, it speaks for you. It's your legacy. That's what you leave behind. So that's why it's most important that you are true with that. Right. Because that's what's going to be left behind about you to your family, to people that love you, and to your real fans, your true fans. Because I think that as long as you're putting your heart out there, you can look back without regret. And what you did, you're really accomplishing your purpose that way, I feel. So that's my advice.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's awesome advice. Another question for Jamal, right? If you could go open a show for any artist, who would it be?
I'm gonna. I'm gonna narrow that down and just say current artist now.
Okay.
Please, because man, the sun will go down before I'm done. No, you know what? I'm gonna have to say there's an artist that's really, really. He's not at the top yet. He should be, but because of the music industry and what Richie was talking about, he's not and having to conform. He's doing his own thing. His name is Lucky Daye, Daye. Actually, just released a song with Babyface, so he's got the stamp. Yeah, but he's a young guy from New Orleans, and he has this jazzy, vocalistic hip hop vibe to him, and just I'd be more interested in vibing backstage
Right.
than actually being out on stage. You know, so just to kind of feel that vibe and get that New Orleans twist to it, I'd like to open for Lucky Day.
Okay. I was also informed that the queen of the group experienced the show The Voice.
Yes.
How was your experience with that?
Almost felt like the pinnacle, you know, like when you finally reach that climax there of your life, and you know, I kind of said I did not ride that out longer in the sense of putting my music out back then, but you know, that's why I gave that advice to, like, you know, really be true to yourself and vulnerable. But it was a wonderful experience. I made great friends from that. I really kind of had to really get to know myself, my own confidence, my own fears, you know, and I got pretty far. So I'm proud of myself, you know. So it was wonderful.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Thank you.
This is an amazing group of people. A side note, before the pandemic, me and Beverly got together, and I was like, Beverly, both of our birthdays are in August. So you got to get like the best band to come to Soulful Sundays. August 12th was my birthday. So we normally, thank you.
Wait a second.
Happy
what
birthday.
what band did you have on August 12th then?
I did.
No shade.
Just kidding.
Because normally we would have celebrated here. So Beverly was like, oh no, I'm gonna show you who we need to get for August. So I'm experiencing me and Beverly. Beverly just celebrated a birthday as well. Saturday. I think that's August 22nd. Correct?
birthday.
Okay, happy birthday to you. Right.
Yes.
So I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. I feel like I'm celebrating my birthday all over again. So we thank you for that interview, and we are ready to hear more from this amazing band. Is that all right?
Boy, I